Hello AWS team, I am Shahriar Shatil presenting to you my Cloud Captain application and an introduction to AWS Cloud and intro to Simple Storage Service or S3. So, what is the cloud? Think of it as an interconnected network of data centers around the world that help you to easily manage and store data as well as put yourself onto the internet with just a few clicks. Now, why would someone want to use the cloud, or what would be the benefits of using a cloud? So first of all, cloud is extremely fast. You can just get up and running within a few minutes at most. And using services like S3 or EC2, you can always ensure the availability of your web apps or your applications and projects. Apart from being super fast, it's also very reliable, as services like Elastic Compute Cloud use different availability zones that ensure 99.99% uptime for your web apps. So your apps will be highly reliable even in the case of server downtimes, and you will also have server security measures that you can grant access to certain administrators, for example, database administrators. And apart from all these amazing services, the most important part is the cost effectiveness of your model, which means you always pay for what you use. You always pay for the data storage that you're using. So that's why you will never be charged extra. So that is one of the main reasons to use the cloud services. Now, let's get introduced to the most simple yet the most useful service offered by AWS, which is Amazon Simple Storage Service. Amazon Simple Storage Service is an object storage service that uses a bucket to store data inside of a database management system. So let's get into a little bit more detail about what a bucket and what an object actually is in this regard. In this regard, a bucket means a virtual place where you can create and store data, which data is then given a unique ID based on the bucket it's inside. And the object data we're talking about can be anything. Let's say you want to store your dog's photos on the website, or you want to view some photos on a website. So those photos can act as object data, or object data can be user data. For example, user names and user emails, or their photos, profile pictures, anything. And on the next step is why you should use Amazon S3. So for example, static websites are very a general purpose websites nowadays, which is very easy to host using Amazon S3. Instead of using traditional hosting media, which requires you to get the website down when you're maintaining or during maintenance time, you can just always rely on AWS to easily host. And whenever you need to scale up your services, you can just apply for a better service or better data storage management. So you will be charged accordingly to your data storage. And you can also give access to certain people using bucket policy. Bucket policy is very important. It's just a few lines of code that grants access to certain data on your database. And the most crucial factor is Amazon Web Services offers a global network of production grade data centers that ensure data privacy and security. So now we're going to go over how you can fill your own bucket, meaning you can create your own bucket policies and bucket systems. So first of all, you will have to create a new bucket just going to Amazon Web Services. Then you can upload data and configure which availability zones you want to host your product to. And you can add a policy to give access control. And on the final stage, you'll just launch the website. It just literally says launch, and it's very easy. And then you can view the website. So configuration may take only a few minutes at most. And some real-world applications would include easily hosting your website on the cloud, which takes a few minutes at most, and you can easily scale the database because it's a pay-as-you-go service. And you can also easily train your machine learning models on the cloud, which means you can easily put machine learning into your web apps. So thank you so much, AWS, for this opportunity. And uh, cloud is the most emerging technology field nowadays, so it is going to be crucial for the future and for students to learn more about the cloud.